Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well. Whenever you see this, day or night, and wherever you are in the world. So, this is going to be a general reading for Leo. For May 1st through May 16th, it is a general reading, so it can cover anything from love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how it resonates for you if it does. And if it doesn't resonate and you know your birth time, you can always get a free birth chart online, find out your other placements. For instance, what's your sun, rising, moon, and Venus signs. You can always watch Venus signs for matters of love and sometimes for money. So anyway, with that being said too, whenever you see this message, it is meant for you. So for instance, it can resonate 6 months in the past or 6 months in the future. It always depends since time is fluid and relative. Other thing I want to mention real quick before we get started in your reading here, Leo, is that I do take a picture of all the cards at the end. If you're not watching the live and you want to pull up the picture while you watch or listen, or you want to look at it any later time, you can do that by going to my website, MalesseaMagicLight.com, or you can click in the description box below. And then once there, find the Facebook link. And then on Facebook, if you scroll and find the Leo reading, the first comment will be one picture of all the cards. So that is there as well. And I also want to say thank you as always for all your support in any way, just by watching, sharing this video, by liking this video, and subscribing. If you want to subscribe, it is free. So all you have to do is click on the bell icon in the bottom right and just make sure it's active. I think it turns like a blue color, and that'll just let you know when I put out new videos. So it is free. So with all that being said, Leo, we're going to do a quick sound bell here and get into your reading. All right. So this is for some grounding and healing for the reading. So if you want to and you feel comfortable, you can take a deep breath in and out, but you don't have to if you want. You can just listen. All right. Okay. Okay, Leo. Let's get into your reading. So I am using, a new deck to switch it up a little bit for my main 6 tarot cards here. This is the Ancestral Path tarot deck. I think it's in the description box, but if not, you can just look up Ancestral Path if you're interested. And then we'll get into your tarot confirmations, and then at the very end, we'll do your oracle cards, which I've already pulled as well. But yeah, let's just set your timer here. Okay, so Leo, you have Ace of Swords in the reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse, the Sun upright, the Star in reverse, the Devil upright, and 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so also if you're new, welcome, and if you're coming back, welcome back. Always very nice. And so just wanted to say that this first rose energy starting around the 1st today when I'm filming this, but it can go back a couple of days. It can go in the future. It's not exact. So always take it how it resonates for you. But generally the first rose is for the first, week and weekend of May here, and even finishing up this weekend that we're in right now. And then the second row is the second week and weekend of May. So just keep that in mind as we go forward. Okay, so Leo, to start your reading off here with, you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. This is talking about can be in the recent past. You might have felt like you were confused about something. You felt like you weren't being given all the opportunities, or your skills were off or in some way. And again, if this isn't you, Leo, this could be the person you're dealing with or people you're dealing with, your general environment or situation here. But let me show you the card too. So this is the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, okay? So when the Ace of Swords is up, just for reference, okay, it's mental clarity. So when it's in reverse, it's some type of mental confusion, anxiety, worry or overthinking, okay? And this could be past energy or just kind of still lingering around. But it literally does not stay long at all, Leo, because the next card that you have is the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, okay? So that's what you want to see. You want to see the swords are now upright. Here, the sword is going down, right? And here, they're right side up. So when this mental clarity comes to you after a little bit of mental confusion, anxiety, worry, or just exhaustion, again, not feeling in your element, in your leadership role, or not feeling super creative or fertile with your projects or relationships, it looks like, this first week of May and weekend, it'll come back to you pretty quickly with the Eight of Swords energy. Okay, so when it's right side up, right, all her swords are down, she's stressed out, she's, she's got curlers in her hair. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's just the Japanese design. But she's kind of fanning herself from all this mental anxiety, worry, and stress, right? But you flipped it. So that's what you want, Leo. So very nice. And then, literally right after that, your third card is the Sun card upright. The Sun is all about aha moments, revelations, spiritual downloads, okay? Youthful energy, moving forward, positive energy. So, really beautiful to see that once you put the anxiety, worry, overthinking, depression, exhaustion down, which you do, then you can open yourself up to this more abundance. Okay, this is the brightest card in the tarot, and it's all about abundance. Abundance can be whatever you want to manifest in your life. Okay, so that is what you want to see. Beautiful. And in this deck, it's just shown as the sun at the top of this Egyptian like pyramid. You see the symbol for Ra, and I don't know what the other thing is, but just really, really nice energy here for the first week so far for you, Leo. All right, and then your fourth card here, maybe towards more the second week, right? Um, you start to lose a little bit of that illumination and mental clarity, and something possibly makes you feel unbalanced in some way, or you lose some type of hope or inspiration or creative energy. And we'll get into it in a minute why, okay? But here's the star in the reverse position. It could also be you could be dealing with an Aquarius. That's what the star card represents, or you could have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or if not, Aquarius is an air sign, right? And since you were dealing with all this air energy with the swords in the beginning, it could just be, reflecting that energy back a little bit here. But yeah, there's some type of thing where you're having a harder time balancing something here, keeping your hope and your inspiration for the future up. Okay, and that could be because what we have here is your fifth card, Leo, is the devil upright. It's not the end of the world. Oh my God, it's a devil card. No, it just means there is some type of imbalance as far as your animalistic side. Okay, it can talk about addictions, right? You can be addicted to a lot of different things. You can be addicted to a philosophy, a way of life, drugs, alcohol, sex, etc. You name it. But the most important energy too is it could be self-imposed bondage or self-sabotage as well, because not in this deck but in other decks you see the chains are around their neck but they're open, they're on but they're open. So that is like kind of what it talks about, it being a choice. Okay, and so it looks like there could be something with this imbalance in your animal side and this addiction side that could be coming up because something made you feel imbalanced and you kind of lost your hope and inspiration for the future, your creativity, your balance with something. Okay. But nothing lasts forever, like I always say. Everything is, good and bad, and flow of energy, and up and down, and life is always change, right? So let's keep going and see how the reading plays out for you. And your next card here, Leo, is the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, when this energy shows up, it can talk about you not wanting to deal with something from the past, you not wanting to deal with something from your childhood or past person or situation, or you could be just stuck in the past and you're not, or you're having a hard time moving forward. You're not being open to learning something new. You're not being realistic with something, maybe. There's not an equal give and take with others. There's a little bit also can be of like a naive energy because when the Six of Cups is upright, normally sometimes you will see two children playing with each other and each giving each other fruit, right? So when it's the children showing up in the card, that's the excuse me, the energy of being naive and not seeing things from an adult situation. But here in this card, you have this younger guy and then the older teacher here trying to teach him something and dealing with alchemy and chemistry and magic and all of these things, okay? But it was reversed for you upside down. So you could be not wanting to learn something new, or you're just stuck in the past, or you're a little bit naive, or you're having a hard time, maybe letting go of whatever this addiction is because it's something you used to do, or some of your family members used to do, or friends used to do, or something like that. But it could be something that you've really outgrown and you maybe haven't fully come to realize that yet, or you just don't want to let it go because it could be a coping mechanism for you, something like that. But again, it is a general reading, so it will resonate for all of you guys in different ways here. But now I want to talk about what is in the confirmation cards a little bit as well. Okay, so your first confirmation card is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse position, the Two of Swords upright, and the Hierophant upright. Okay, so we're going to go in order here, and I'm also going to talk about what was on the top and the bottom of each deck to give a little bit more explanation and picking up energy for why certain cards have come out. Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse position here, Leo, this is actually how you want to see this card, because it means in the recent past, you let go of the feeling of being left out in the cold. You finally were able to find some type of refuge or inner light for yourself, okay? So when this card is right side up, these two people, looks like a woman and a child, are literally out in the snow and they're freezing and they're looking at this church. And so the church is like a free place they can go to get warmth. The church is a refuge, right? It doesn't actually have to be a church, or you don't have to actually be religious, whatever, but it's just finding that last hope and that place to warm you up, okay? So in the recent past, you let go of feeling left out in the cold, and you found that hope, and you found the way to light yourself inside and find the inner warmth, whatever you want to call it here, okay? And the reason why you were probably having a hard time in the recent past, right? What is recent? It can be 6 months ago, it can be last week, it can be whatever, right? A year ago. But we get into these energies here because what was on the top and the bottom of your ancestral path deck here is the Three of Sacred Circles, which is the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hanged Man in reverse. So this is saying that in the recent past, you were not feeling grateful for what you had. You were not planning enough for the future, and you weren't seeing something from the right perspective. You weren't being open to looking at something from a different perspective, okay? So just to show you them right side up, right? So goes like this. Clear. The Three of Sacred Circles is the Three of Pentacles. Like I said, when it's right side up, it's being thankful and grateful for what you have, and it's planning for the future, right? So in this card, in this card, you see it's wintertime here in this like Native American hut kind of village thing, okay? So inside they probably stored some grain, right, to survive the wintertime, and then they're gonna plant some seeds again when it's spring, okay? But it's just going with the seasons and planning for the future and being grateful for what they have. And here with the Hanged Man, when it's right side up, it's about looking at something from a new perspective, okay, a different angle, a different philosophy, and it also talks about needing to be grounded, okay? So since they were both reversed for you, and this is in the recent past, it could be that you weren't grateful enough for what you had. You weren't planning enough for your future, whatever that is, right? And you also weren't seeing something from a new perspective. Or you could take it also, since the Hanged Man is in the reverse, that now in the present, you're starting to get more grounded, and that's what leads you to the Five of Pentacles energy in the reverse, right? So coming out of the cold, finding your own refuge, being more grounded. So I kind of see it that way. Sorry for the squeaky. Apparently, Hermes is excited right now, guys. Anyway, going forward in your reading here, Leo. Your second confirmation card here is the Two of Swords in the upright position. And I just realized I didn't explain something else, but I'll get there in just a second. So when this Two of Swords is in the upright position and it's confirming the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Devil in reverse, this is basically telling us that the reason why you're able to um, let go of any anxiety, overthinking, um, exhaustion, right, worry from the first week is because you know you need to make a decision with your heart, not just your mental, right? So you could have been, your mental stuff was out of balance because it was you're overthinking, and then here you start to balance that more with your heart and your soul, and there are other aspects of making decisions about something. But it is an observation card, okay? Also, when this Two of Swords upright is confirming the Devil upright, it's saying that the reason why you are still possibly in this observation place in the first 2 weeks of May here, Leo, is because you do need to work on this imbalance, the addictions, the self bondage, or self sabotage. Okay. Now, I want to go back a little bit because I forgot to mention something with your first confirmation card. Okay. When you have that Five of Pentacles coming out of the cold feeling, like how you want that card, right? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. When it's confirming the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's saying even though in the beginning of this month, right, or the first week, or however you want to look at it, you were coming out of the cold and finding your own refuge, but you still were confused about something. You felt like your leadership or your skills were on point. You felt like you weren't abundant enough. You weren't getting gifts from the divine. You were still mentally confused about something. And even though you're coming out of the cold, it takes time, right? Everything takes time if it's worth it. You didn't have your full faith and hope and inspiration for the future and creativity back yet because you did in the recent past, okay, were having a hard time and you were out in the cold by yourself and you had to find your own refuge. And so to come back from that, it does take time. Now, going forward, hopefully this makes sense since I went a little bit out of order. But your last confirmation card here is the Hierophant upright. Okay, this is the card of. Oh yes, one more thing. With the Devil card here, you could also be some of you guys dealing with a Capricorn, have a lot of Capricorn in your charts, or there's some type of Capricorn energy around you. Okay, I also wanted to say that with that Devil card there. It doesn't mean Capricorns are evil either, so just putting that out there. But with the Hierophant card here, the Hierophant upright represents Taurus. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but it's also Taurus season. Okay, so Taurus is all about being grounded. It's an earth sign, right? And here with the Hierophant, he's a priest in the forest. He's got his harp. He looks like he's meditating. So the Hierophant represents higher learning, represents schools, organizations, a leader, a spiritual mentor. Okay, so this could be saying, since this is your last confirmation card, that there is somebody around you or you yourself, Leo, have these qualities within yourself that you need to pull out, okay? Because this will help you get out of the energy of the Six of Cups in reverse, where you're stuck in the past, or you're naive about something, or you're unrealistic about something, or you don't want to learn, okay? Because if you literally just turn this card right side up, he looks like a teacher. He's teaching this guy math, alchemy, chemistry, whatever, okay? And then here you have another teacher or a mentor, a person of a higher position that people come to for guidance, like a priest. Okay, so it could be saying, Leo, that you need to bring these qualities out in yourself to help yourself, or seek somebody else that has these qualities to help you out of the situation you may find yourself in. And the more that you embody these qualities also within yourself, even if you go to someone else for help, right? There's nothing wrong for asking for help. The more that you embody the qualities of the Hierophant, you will become more abundant and more enlightened, okay, with the Sun card here as well. Now, real briefly, before we get into your little oracle cards here at the end, Leo, I wanted to show you what was on the top and the bottom of your Llewellyn deck. This is the one I do the confirmation cards and the one with the yellow border here. Okay, so you had a kind of back and forth energy, and this is your recent past, right? Energy that could be underneath this reading. You have the King of Cups in reverse, and then literally you have the Queen of Cups upright. Okay, so it's like masculine, feminine, positive, negative. Um, it can mean a lot of different things. Okay, this could be referencing some type of union that's off for you, union with different parts of yourself, union with another, whether romantic, platonic, friends, family, etc. But I really feel, because I asked my spirit guides when they wanted me to kind of talk about this and how they wanted me to talk about this, and they said that it relates more to the Two of Swords energy. Okay, the back and forth energy of you needing to make some type of decision with your heart, or someone else that you're dealing with is going to make some type of decision with their heart and less of the mental. And it's like this could represent one choice and this could represent the other. Okay, right? So only you will know like how that resonates for you, since it is a general reading. Yes, right on the bell. Also, the more that you balance yourself with that devil card towards the second week, right, in the upright position, you could say that these two go together as well, because one is male, one is female. One is positive, one is negative, or not even negative, but stagnant. This is stagnant energy. The King of Cups in reverse is stagnant energy, not feeling confident and supported, emotions all over the place. And then with the Queen of Cups upright, she is supported on her throne there. She's confident. She's got her emotions in check, and she's very peaceful. Okay, so that is also another way to look at that. But these are always just kind of things to think about and ponder. No big deal, right? So, with all that being said, Leo, that is what I have for you regarding your tarot cards. And then, real quick, I want to give you these oracle cards that I pulled for you. So, your first one is You Got the Love, and it's, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. And I looked it up because I was like, I don't know what that is. Excuse me. Um, And this is the Rebecca Campbell deck. It's a star seed deck. So star seeds are um, kind of like different people that come from different constellations or planets, and it relates to like aliens and DNA and all this really far out stuff. But I'll read to you this one thing that it says here. Okay, I'll hold this up for you too. Really cool. It says, if you belong in the Hadarian soul group, you came onto the planet carrying unconditional love and compassion in your heart, meaning you most likely possess the soul gift of divine love. The reason for this is because your soul planet was full of unconditional love, unlike Earth. Okay? And then it says, yeah, secret history of Hardarians, aliens, starseeds, and God, DNA, heal your own DNA. The Hadarians are a soul group from the Beta Centaur star system and hold the divine love frequency in their DNA. Okay, so anyway, long story short, you can look at more into it if you're interested. But I feel like this really connects with the Devil card, the Devil upright card, because it's saying codependency and boundaries, right? So this could be some messages for you guys. Okay, are you codependent with anybody? Do you have the right kind of boundaries with yourself and with others? Okay, and it's saying also that if you come from this planet or whatever, or you have that Hadarian energy, if I'm pronouncing it right, that you have this really pure soul love within yourself. And so don't abuse it, don't abuse yourself, and don't let others abuse it. So have correct boundaries. All right. So that could be a message at this time. And then your second oracle message for the love message for you, even if you're not looking at this reading for romantic matters, it says love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. Very nice. So that is a nice message and definitely resonates, even if you're not looking into partnership, um, themes for your message. But even if it's romantic or platonic or family or whatever, the more you take care of yourself and have those boundaries and not codependency and love yourself first, then everyone else will feel that energy change within you. And you might even attract even more people to the new way of loving yourself. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. No, I say that because it's true, but it's just a mouthful when I say blah, blah, blah. Anyway, your last oracle card here, Leo, is the chameleon. And it says, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Okay. And so this is also the chameleon, right? They change their colors to where they are in their environment to hide from predators, right? So this could be saying you need to do that a little bit too. I mean, I feel like it's kind of, again, boundaries or protecting yourself, changing your colors to protect yourself from predators or other people, or the unhealthy parts of yourself or whatever. I feel like the more that you can do that, um, Leo, then you will get more back into your sun energy, your abundance energy, and manifest, what you want in your life and all of that. Okay. So those are the messages that I have for you at this time. Always feel free to let me know if it resonates for you, or if you have any questions or just want to say hey. You can always comment and let me know. But yeah, real quick, I'm going to take a picture after I sign off here and post it on the Facebook page. So if you want to look at it, you can just follow the instructions in the description box below to get there. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for your energy and your support, for your likes, for your subscriptions, and for sharing the video. And so I'll take a little bit of a break and then come back with Virgo in a little while. So I hope you guys stay well, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.